欢迎收看今天的汉天新闻，我是赵子彤。首先来看国际方面的消息。上周，朝鲜再一次试射2枚短程导弹，并利用该国媒体大肆宣传。美国国务院表示，这是非常明显的挑衅行为，希望朝鲜立即停止，并重启双方对话和谈。而更多相关方面的专家称，这次试射的军事目的主要是透过展现军力，向韩国军方发出严正警告。
Kim Jong-un isn't just flexing his missiles, he's showing them off. In new propaganda photos released by North Korea, the young dictator is seen watching and celebrating the launch of 2 short-range missiles, observing the launch from a bank of televisions, and through binoculars. U.S. and South Korean officials tell CNN the pictures appear to show a new type of weapon deployed by North Korea. The dictator, according to his government, personally supervised the launches, which they say were meant to send a, quote, solemn warning to the South Korean military warmongers. A warning, experts say, which comes as negotiations over Kim's nuclear program have stalled.
Kim Jong-un is telling President Moon and President Trump that the pressure is going to stay on you, and it's going to potentially mount the longer these negotiations do not deliver.
The photos and the new threat, experts say, are classic Kim, designed to show a command presence, but they also reveal a dictator rattled by the relationship between the U.S. and South Korea. A statement released shortly before the photos rails against the U.S. and South Korea for their joint military exercises planned for next month, calling them suicidal, along with what North Korea calls the introduction of ultra-modern weapons by South Korea. That's likely a reference to South Korea's recent purchase of F-35A fighter jets from the U.S. This is a stealth plane that can often go undetected by radar, which experts say strikes at a particular fear of Kim Jong-un's.
North Korea believes that it will allow South Korea to conduct decapitation operations that takes out the North Korean leadership and can do so covertly without giving North Korea a chance to conduct a retaliatory second strike.
While experts say North Korea's latest missile launches are concerning, they didn't seem to faze President Trump, who downplayed Kim's show of force.
They're short-range missiles, and my relationship is very good with Chairman Kim, and we'll see what happens, but they are short-range missiles, and many people have those missiles. You don't sound too surprised about it. Nope, not at all.
Should President Trump have downplayed the launches the way he did?
President Trump absolutely should not have downplayed the recent launches the way that he did. The United States and the international community need to respond firmly to any provocation that North Korea makes, especially those that are in violation of UN Security Council resolutions.
These missiles were launched from the North Korean coastal city of Wonsan, the dictator's summer playground, where he has a sprawling complex of vacation villas, which he sometimes converts to missile launch observation posts. In her new biography of Kim, journalist Anna Fifield writes that once Kim didn't even have to leave the comfort of his beachfront residence. His rocket scientists simply rolled a missile on a mobile launcher to a spot across from the house, and Kim sat at a desk at the window, smiling broadly as he watched it blast off. A setup that's earned the admiration of Kim's favorite negotiating partner in the past.
They have great beaches. You see that whenever they're exploding their cannons into the ocean, right? So I said, boy, look at that bridge. Wouldn't that make a great condo?
当地时间周五，意大利警方逮捕了2名美国高中生，这2人来自加州，涉嫌在进行毒品交易时杀害了1名意大利警官。目前，这2人还未接受指控。根据当地法律，警方可以扣押他们长达1年的时间再进行指控。
Police have arrested 2 Americans from the Bay Area over the killing of an officer in Italy Friday. 19-year-old Finnegan Elder and 18-year-old Gabriel Natale Horth are being held in a Rome jail, accused of aggravated murder and attempted extortion. A prominent Italian newspaper obtained a photo of one of the suspects sitting blindfolded in a police station after being taken into custody. Police confirm the authenticity of the photo and say investigations have been launched into both why the suspect was blindfolded and who leaked the photo. Italy's interior minister also commented, saying, "To those complaining about the blindfolding of the arrested, remember that the only victim to cry for is the man, a servant of the homeland who died in service." He called for life sentences for both teens. The murder is apparently the result of a drug deal gone wrong. Elder and Natale Horth are accused of stealing a backpack after they were sold crushed aspirin instead of cocaine. Police met with the pair to retrieve the backpack and were assaulted after they identified themselves. Investigators say that Elder stabbed Officer Mario Cerchiello Rega 8 times and confessed during his interrogation. But Elder's attorney says he remained silent in front of a judge.
He exercised his right not to answer questions, obviously.
Despite the accusations, neither of the Americans has been charged, and according to Italian law, police can hold suspects for up to a year without charges. I'm David Daniel reporting.
涉嫌杀害3人的2名加拿大青少年目前还在逃逸之中。加拿大警方已经展开了地毯式的搜索，在他们曾经露过面的小镇挨家挨户进行寻访。当地民众表达了自己的恐慌，希望案情能够尽快有所进展。
Some people just don't feel safe leaving their house.
We're all a little bit freaked out, you know.
A tight-knit community where people leave their doors unlocked, now on edge. The possible presence of 2 suspected killers on the run has rocked the normally sleepy town of Gillam, Canada.
The only difference, I think, is that people are locking their doors, at night and during the day.
Well, we're all a little bit jittery. Like I got grandkids in town and stuff like that, and I mean, I don't sleep at night.
The last known sightings of Cam McLeod and Briar Skamelski in the area has caused a swarm of authorities from all across Canada to take over the town as the hunt for the 2 teen murder suspects intensifies.
Investigators will conduct door-to-door canvasses.
Authorities are vowing to leave no stone unturned, searching trains and braving brutal, tough terrain.
Investigators are also exploring the possibility that the suspects may have inadvertently received assistance in leaving the area.
Police want anyone who may have accidentally helped the teens to come forward, warning that the pair are considered armed and dangerous and may have changed their appearances.
Yeah, I'd want them caught and taken care of.
I'm Meredith Wood reporting.
再来看美国国内消息。 美国总统川普当地时间周日宣布，德州共和党众议员拉特克里夫将接替刚刚辞职的丹尼尔·寇茨，成为新一任国际情报部门主管。而川普总统在任3年间，大量国家部门重要人物的辞职，再次引发了人们的非议。
Dan Coats made it official on Sunday. In a letter to President Trump, the director of national intelligence says he is ready to move on to the next chapter of my life. The former Republican senator from Indiana took the position in 2017. His last day will be August 15th.
Dan Coats has been DNI for over 2 years. It's a normal tenure for director of national intelligence. But let's be very clear. Donald Trump is his own director of intelligence.
Coats received bipartisan praise after his announcement. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell tweeted that thanks to Coates' leadership, the intelligence community has made a great leap since 2016 to defend our democracy. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi said Coates was respected by those on both sides of the aisle as an American patriot. President Trump announced in a Sunday tweet that he's nominating Congressman John Ratcliffe as a successor. The Republican from Texas raised his profile at last week's congressional hearings with former special counsel Robert Mueller.
Donald Trump is not above the law. He's not. But he damn sure shouldn't be below the law, which is where Volume 2 of this report puts him.
Ratcliffe said in a tweet that he is deeply grateful for the opportunity. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
当地时间28日，美国加利福尼亚州旧金山湾区吉尔罗伊市的一个庆典上发生严重枪击案件。有媒体报道称，造成包括枪手在内的4人死亡，15人受伤，其中1名是儿童。目前，警方正在调查该枪手的犯罪动机。
A family in mourning.
There's no words to describe because he was such a happy kid. I don't think that this is fair.
6-year-old Stephen Romero was killed Sunday evening when a gunman opened fire at the Gilroy Garlic Festival in California.
Now we're praying for his mom and his grandmother. She got shot in one of her legs or something like that. His mother got shot also in the stomach and in one of her hands.
She got
shot! Witnesses say a band was starting its encore at the annual 3-day festival when they heard what they thought was fireworks or part of the production. There was security at the entrance, but authorities think the shooter used a tool to cut through the fence to gain access to the festival.
Officers were in that area and engaged the suspect in less than a minute. The suspect was shot and killed.
ATF and FBI agents from San Francisco are joining the local departments with the investigation.
We express our deepest sadness and sorrow for the families who lost a precious loved one in the horrific shooting last night in Gilroy, California.
In Gilroy, California, I'm Connor Powell.
当地警方目前正在调查一起周末发生在密歇根州的案件，在同一社区同时发生2起枪击事件，其中一起发生在一个正在举行的 party 上，导致一名18岁青少年的死亡。
It was a violent night in Niles. The shooting began shortly after midnight when police were sent to the 900 block of Woods Edge Drive. They found a 32-year-old man shot several times in his buttocks and legs. He was taken to South Bend Memorial Hospital and is expected to survive. About an hour and a half later, and just 10 minutes away, police were called to a home on Yankee Street in Howard Township. They found 18-year-old Damon Chapman shot to death.
First initial, like I was in a nightmare. You know, like I was in a bad dream, and I was waiting to wake up.
The Cass County Sheriff's Office says Chapman was at a large party at a rented Airbnb in the 2900 block of Yankee Street. The Airbnb website shows only one home on Yankee Street, but the Sheriff's Office wouldn't confirm the exact address. We spoke with Chapman's father by phone. He says his son was a good kid in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I never questioned God, you know, about things, but today I don't know. I question him today.
Chapman says his son loved playing basketball, but his passion was music.
He was a very talented young man. He played the guitar, he rapped, he sang.
So far, the Sheriff's Office says they have no suspects for Chapman. He says what he wants right now is for the person that killed his son to be held accountable.
The message, what I would say is, karma is something else. You know, universal karma. I mean, if they don't catch you tomorrow, they don't catch you today, you know, you're going to pay one way or another. You know, you're going to pay. You're going to pay one way or another. You know, if it's not going to be the police, it's going to be the good Lord. And the good Lord has his ways of working things out.
休息一下，马上回来。